what made you want to become a physician, or made you, choose this path?
My brother was just like, come on, man, like you gotta grow up. Just acting like I wasn't, acting like I'm over there eating milk and cookies, bro. Like, nah, I'm trying to put in work. Like, what's good and what's not good for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's a female, whether it's playing too many video games, whatever it is, like you gotta, in the back of your mind, Before I answer that question, let me ask you though. Yeah. So you went to Xavier. Why don't you hoop at Xavier?
Hey, that's a good question. I get that a lot. Win or lose, I'm not finna lose. It's me or you, and you finna lose, not me. I'm working 24/7, 7 days out of the week. While they sleep, I'm working. While they partying, I'm working.
Yeah. Getting to this point is like, it's hard, bro. It takes a lot of work. So really being able to give back and help people when needed, I think that definitely fulfills you. Whenever I can, I do try to take a break, but for the most part, I try to make sure I study every day.
Whether it's just watching some sports, watching some shows, watching Netflix, or whatever it is, I'm gonna enjoy the journey now, and I'm gonna appreciate every moment and keep God first, and just enjoy life. So.
Yes, sir.
Yo, it's BigGameCham. You know the name, the most authentic in the game. Welcome to my journey to medicine, episode 1. And today, our special guest is a graduate of the illustrious Xavier University of Louisiana, also a Tulane University graduate, and the first-year medical student at the Howard University College of Medicine. He's also from Townsend, Delaware, Mr. Kamren Sutton.
Yes, sir. I'm happy to be here, bro. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
First
sir.
video, man.
First video, episode 1. Greatness. So, tell the people about yourself. For those who may not know you, this platform is really about documenting our journey to medicine, and giving some motivation and uplift to those who may be seeking a career in medicine. So, just tell the people about yourself a little.
Yeah. So, I grew up in Townsend, Delaware. Both parents at home, mom, father. I got an older brother and a younger sister at home. My dad, my parents, they're not involved in medicine. My dad does construction. My mom, she's in the school district. But, I just decided to do it. So, I went off to Xavier. Actually, when applying to colleges, I didn't look for no colleges. My mom did everything. Oh. So they knew I wanted to be a doctor. Yeah. My mom was like, hey, this school gets a lot of people into like medicine. So, we went to go tour the school. I was like, all right, this is where I got to go. You know what I mean? So went there. I feel like it developed me well. So, now I'm here in med school and really just looking to keep progressing, man. So.
Facts. Me and Cam, we actually met at Xavier, you know what I'm saying? So I went to Xavier as well.
Yep.
Similar to you, both parents in the household got an older brother. And my mom actually went to Xavier.
Okay.
My pops went to Southern. Yeah. They're both originally from Louisiana, so I have a lot of roots in Louisiana.
Right.
I'm originally from Pearland, Texas, right outside of Houston, and but I got a lot of roots in Louisiana, so it was great. Shout out to Xavier. If you go to Xavier, if you're looking to go to Xavier, comment Xavier in the comment section. Comment XU. One of the best schools ever. So.
Nah, funny thing is though, I was in the laundry room and I saw Jay play, and we started talking, and now we're at the same school again. So
full circle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Facts. Yeah. So the first thing I guess we could start off with is why medicine. So once again, this show is about documenting our journey to medicine and providing hope and inspiration. So, why medicine for you? What made you want to become a physician, or made you, choose this path?
Yeah, like I said, I don't really have anybody in my family that's in medicine, but as kids, bro, all we want to do is sports.
Yeah,
right?
Facts.
So that's all we really cared about. Not saying we didn't do good in school, but we really focus on sports. So I was in health class, 7th grade, and he put on this movie about Ben Carson. It's called Gifted Hands. And I usually didn't pay attention in class, bro, but that day I did. Watched the movie. He asked us some questions about it afterwards, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. After that, I kind of made up my mind. 7th grade, went home, told my dad while he was cutting my hair, like, yeah, I want to be a doctor. And ever since then, that's just what I did. So then also some things happened, like I had surgery on my knee. I also knew I needed to shadow, so I was trying to shadow. Everybody was saying no, and this is during COVID time too, so it was hard to hard to get in there. Yeah, so I was like, man, let me just ask the guy that did my surgery. So I asked him. He said, sure, come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's an orthopedic surgeon, so that's what I want to do. So I got involved with that, and I'm here now.
Yes, sir. And me, I had my own health struggles. Also have a lot of family members that have had health struggles. Just high blood pressure, cancer, things of that nature. And so just witnessing that, and then also my mom is a physician, so my mother being a physician, that exposed me to the field of medicine. But really just, like I said, life experiences, personally and with family, that really made me want to go down this path. And then additionally, during the pandemic, like you said, sports was everything for me growing up. But in the pandemic, I had a lot of time, and I really got closer with God, even more closer with God. And I prayed, I asked God, show me my purpose. Can you show me my purpose? And I think I didn't hear it like a voice, but it was like reading between the lines. I felt like in my spirit, God was guiding me, leading me towards medicine. So
put you in all the right places.
Yeah.
A lot of right things that happen.
Mm-hmm. So just praying, staying prayed up. That's what led me here, led me to start this show, led me to come to Howard. Just always keeping that spiritual direction and spiritual yielding, keeping God first. That's a big reason why I'm here, and that's really why medicine for me. But like Cam said, we at Howard as first year medical students, and it's been great so far. And that kind of leads me to this next question that I want to discuss is, what do you enjoy outside of medicine? I'll go first, but in this career path, in this field, it can be very time consuming. Take your time, your energy, your attention, your focus, but we have a life outside of medicine. We're more than just physicians. We're more than just medical students. We have a life outside of this. So some of the things I enjoy, some of my hobbies outside of medicine, I like making music. I've been making beats. I've been rapping since about 14. And I just really enjoy music. That's my one of my passions. Is always just great vibes. Music is, I listen to music while I'm working out, when I get up in the morning, just throughout the day, in between study breaks. I like music a lot. Additionally, I like to work out. Used to play basketball competitively in high school. Was cool. Actually, was nice with hooping. I earned a scholarship, but I decided to go to Xavier. And what else? Just spending time with friends and family. That's always good. I also like reading books, like personal development, self-improvement books, things that can really educate my mind. Like the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So just focusing on your thoughts, focusing on your mindset, that translates to all areas of life, whether that's friendships, career, balance, just life in general. You have to have a positive mindset and a strong mindset. So those are some of the things I enjoy outside of medicine. But what about you?
Yeah. Before I answer that question, let me ask you though.
Yeah.
So you went to Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you hoop at Xavier?
I did not hoop at Xavier. That's a good question. I get that a lot. So really, and this is something I'm working on, but I tend to be, I had a tendency to be one-track minded.
Yeah.
Meaning, once I went all in with something, I was all in, and I kind of had blinders up and was like, all right, I'm going to just lock in with this. And then additionally, one program that Xavier has is the Peer Dean Association, where upperclassmen, sophomores, include sophomores, juniors, seniors, basically help bring the freshmen in and get them acclimated to campus and the student life at Xavier. And so along this process, my peer deans, when I told them I was biology pre-med major, they was telling me, oh man, you're gonna have to study hard, it's super hard, it's super hard. And it wasn't just like my peer deans, but all the peer, like everybody was stressing the time and the effort that I have to put in to be successful. So in my head, when I heard that, it was, okay, I gotta really lock in. High school, I was a student athlete, but this might be different.
Yeah.
So I really put a lot of focus into just school. And then as I started excelling and succeeding in that, and and meeting other mentors such as Zion, such as Gerald, they guided me to be a leader on campus within mobilization at Xavier, community service organizations, Collegiate 100, chemistry club, biology club. And as I started getting involved with that, I guess basketball just went on the back burner. Yeah. And then I figured, I'm not finna make the league. So it's like, whereas in high school, as delusional as the confidence might, I thought, man, I'm finna go to the league. Like, I'm hooping, I'm grinding so I get to the league. Once in 2020, I prayed to God, show me my purpose. Once I realized, I'm not going to the NBA, it was like, I'll still hoop, but not with that same competitive drive that I had. I was like Kobe Bryant. It's win or lose, I'm not finna lose. It's me or you, and you finna lose, not me. So I had that drive, and I'm working 24/7, 7 days out of the week. While they sleep, I'm working. While they partying, I'm working. Yeah. So once again, I like to be all in if I'm really locked in. And so once I realized I wasn't going to the league, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just focus that energy on other stuff. So, but yeah, that's why. I still hoop just for fun, but not. It's not the same. But,
for me, I to kind of get my mind off of school.
Yeah.
So I play like everybody. I play video games, college football to be specific. That's I like playing that a lot. I do like to read. I like thrillers. So during COVID time, the movies closed down and all that.
Everything.
Yeah, I like thriller movies. So I started getting thriller books. You know what I mean? So I'll read those. Talking to family, friends. You know what I mean? Now I'm in a new city now. I was in New Orleans for 5 years, so now I'm in, we in DC now. So I like to explore, kind of learn different restaurants that I like, you know what I mean? And meet new people. But that's about it, bro. I try to do some things to really just get my mind off of it. It's kind of hard though sometimes because you gotta study a lot, bro. In college we kind of had more free time to do some things, but now it's just it's always on your mind.
You gotta lock in.
You know what I mean? Right. So yeah, I try whenever I can. I do try to take a break, but for the most part, I try to make sure I study every day. So yeah.
Sure. So that brings me to the next portion is we want to get back to the journey in medicine. We showed y'all it's a life outside of medicine. So make sure you have a life outside of medicine. Make sure you cultivate your own interests and hobbies and passions, and don't let that go to the wayside just because of school. Because at the end of the day, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're here to serve patients and serve other people, you can't do that if you're on empty. So you have to do the things that fill you up. But the next thing is, what are some of the most rewarding aspects of the journey? And I could start with this one. I would say, for me, it's been making videos such as this and being able to be an agent of change, being able to be a difference maker. One thing that I said when I first got on campus, when I was giving that speech, it was a wise person once said, don't aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference. And when you know that you're here to make a difference, it fuels you on a whole nother level. It gives you that sense of purpose. It gives you that God-given alignment to know that it's bigger than just you. So though it gets hard, though it gets draining at times, though moments can be discouraging, you know that you becoming a physician is not just about you. You serving people is not about you. It's bigger than you. And so that has been some of the most rewarding and fulfilling parts of this journey is understanding that this journey is bigger than just me, and being able to be a positive beacon of light in the lives of others has been very fulfilling. A lot of individuals have already reached out to me regarding advice to make it to medical school and things like that, and I'm always an open ear. I'm always somebody who is willing to invest time, energy, and effort into others because I'm not here by my own merit. Yeah. My family, friends, professors, my LBs, my dog J3, you know what I mean? And as I'm here, Cam, all of our classmates, we help uplift each other. We help build each other up. So when you understand that it's bigger than you, and you understand that you're not here by your own merit, it fuels you to want to, really impact others and just be someone who can lift as you climb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said the same thing. Like yesterday, for the first time, I went to the school store here, and a freshman came up to me because I had my scrubs on because we were in clinic, right? Freshman came up, and she was like, "Hey, are you in med school?" And I was like, "Dang, I'm actually in med school." She was asking me some questions about, what she can expect, how can she like better align herself to make sure she can get there. And I was thinking, like, bro, I was at Xavier as a freshman, bro. Same thing, bro. I was just like, what do I need to do? Like, it felt like so far and so surreal because I knew I wanted to be a doctor for a while. Getting to this point is like, it's hard, bro. It takes a lot of work. So really being able to get back and help people when needed, I think that definitely fulfills you because this path, like medicine, bro, it's long and you get your results slow. I mean, you apply to school, you gotta wait a month or more to get a response. You submit your AMCAS application, you gotta wait a month or more to get your response.
Secondary.
It takes a long time, and then 4 years, then you gotta get to med school, and then 4 years in med school, you gotta get the residency. So it's long. So you gotta definitely find ways to like. There's always people that need help. Always people that come up, always people that's like below you, whether it be people in high school, middle school, or people below you like in your grade or whatever. So I feel like everybody needs help, and it's definitely collaborative. And I feel like that definitely helps because, like you said, like I wouldn't be here definitely like without my parents, bro. It's expensive too. Applying to med school, it is expensive. So I'm definitely grateful for them. My parents, my grandparents, my brother, they all helped me like get to this point. So yeah, I feel like giving back is definitely something that's the most fulfilling.
Yeah, facts. I wouldn't be me without my family, friends, everybody. So, and then the next thing as we wrap up into a close, there's a couple more topics, but the next thing is what has been some of the most challenging aspects, and I would say for me, similar to what you just said, the understanding that the journey is such a long journey, and the delayed gratification over the instant gratification, that has been something that's been challenging. Is because as humans we're hardwired, the brain is literally hardwired to avoid pain and seek pleasure. And when you're committing your time, energy, and effort 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day studying MCAT exams, physics, chemistry, organic chemistry, biochemistry, memorizing pathways, answering second order, third order questions and application-based questions and doing the lab work, and it's a lot. And it's like Cam says, delayed gratification. You don't always see those results instantaneously. However, what has been keeping me going is, like the faith over fear, having faith that, God is guiding and orchestrating my steps, and that it's bigger than just us once again. So it will get challenging. However, God wouldn't give you more than you can handle. So you have to understand that you can't have a testimony without a test. So don't run from the test, embrace it, and know that you're not there just to get to it, but to get through it. And that once you get through it, you'll be able to look back and say, I'm appreciative of the journey. The reward is in the journey. So just make the most of it and understand that it may get challenging, but you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of tests that come with this journey. They don't even gotta be like school related, bro. It could be like relationships related. Like I know I had one in college. We had broke up. That was tough. But sometimes your family don't understand. For me, I say the biggest thing definitely was the family situation. My dad does construction, like I said. My brother, he works with my dad doing construction, so they own the business. And like they go out, 5 days a week. They go work. They work hard, bro. Come back, get paid on Friday. Sometimes like throughout the week. So for me though, like I said, it's delayed gratification. So I can't necessarily work a full-time job like during the summer or certain things. Like I gotta go do summer research. And I'm not always going to be making the most money, doing what we're doing right now, especially not right now. So, like, my dad would get home, and I'm just in my room studying the whole time. He think I'm asleep. He think I'm asleep, bro. I'm just like, I hear him talking downstairs. He's like, oh, he's more than capable, but, he's in the bed all day.
But you
And I'm sitting there studying. I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? You know, like I had situations like that where my dad didn't understand, and my brother had got on me a few times. Just applying to med school, I would go to my grandma's house so she can look over my application and proofread it, because she did those things for work when she used to work. So like, I was like, all right, that's a free resource I could use.
Some expertise.
Right? Yeah. So I go over there Monday and Wednesday. My mom had texted me one time, hey, you gonna be home for dinner? And you know, I'm working on my application, bro, trying to get it right, trying to apply to med school. And then I said, no, I'm not gonna be home. You know, I'm still at grandma's house. And my brother was just like, come on, man, like you gotta grow up. You know, just acting like I wasn't acting like I'm over there eating milk and cookies, bro. Like, nah, I'm trying to put in work. So a lot of times your family don't understand, but you know, all you can do in those situations is just like explain to them. Like I know some of y'all might experience that in y'all journey, or probably already have. So like, you just gotta explain to them as much as you can. No matter how much you explain, they always gonna say something else. So like, but just keep going though. Just keep going, because you know you're not really gonna be able to work like that. Like you gotta lock in. You know what I mean? You gotta lock in. So people not understanding is definitely one thing. And then once you get here, the schoolwork, you know, it's a lot. You gotta know how to prioritize your time. So and like keep things like, you know what's good and what's not good for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's a female, whether it's playing too many video games, whatever it is, like you gotta, you know, in the back of your mind, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have that discipline.
Yeah, you know what's good and what's not. So like, try to limit things, and think it'll be smooth.
Yeah, facts. And one thing my mom said, told me, she was like, you can have it all, but you might not be able to have it all at the same time. So you're gonna go through different seasons, and you may have to make certain sacrifices in that time. So I might have to say no to certain things, to women, to partying, to hanging out with the bros, to this, that. I may have to say no. I may have to put some things aside, even though I want to. I want to go hang out with this young lady. I want to do that, but I got a test. So I might have to kick it with her tomorrow, kick it with her next week. This week I got to lock in or whatever. So you just got to understand, you can have a balanced life, but at different portions, at different seasons, you may have to sacrifice certain things. So when I was studying for the MCAT, I was super locked in. But after the MCAT was over with, we lit.
And then there's also times when there's gonna be people that don't understand. They can just get mad and just stop talking to you or something like that. And if that happens, you know, you just, it is what it is. I mean, maybe that person's just not meant for you.
Not for you.
You know what I mean? If you don't have time and you can't mitigate time to someone or something, and they leave, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do, because we're trying to get to something greater. You know? So, you know, and once we get there, you know, we'll be happy. So, you know, that's the goal though. So,
for sure. And so in closing, I want to end it off with, what is one piece of advice that you would give your younger self, like around 13 years old, that I want to ask this question to every guest, you know what I'm saying? What is one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self, 13-year-old? It could be about life, it could be about medicine, it could be about school, anything. What is one thing that you would tell the younger version of yourself?
My younger self, man, I would just say, a lot of times I would like overthink growing up, you know what I mean? Thinking too hard on things. But that's not always a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because if you strive for perfection, or you strive to have things a certain way, you know, and for the better, you know what I mean? I think you just got to be comfortable in that, you know, be comfortable in yourself, and be comfortable and confident in your decisions, you know what I mean? Because obviously, you know, it wasn't just you. Obviously, you know, you had help from the Lord, help from your family, but like, it got you here, you know what I mean? So you got to be comfortable in your decisions, comfortable in your skin, and just keep progressing, you know what I mean? Not everything you want is going to come when you want it. You know, the Lord's going to, like you said, the Lord's going to present things to you, not only when the time is right, but also like when you're ready, you know what I mean? So like, you may want
that
relationship. You may want a game. You may want a certain car, you know, a computer, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But like, when you're ready, it's gonna be there, man. So
facts.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. What about you?
That's 100. I would say, oh man, every time I get this question, I say something different. I would say, enjoy the journey. I would say enjoy the journey. I think some portions in my life I was so focused on, so goal oriented, to where I made the goal such a priority to where I wasn't enjoying the journey as much as I could have. And so that's what I would say. I think in college I did a great job of enjoying the journey. And like I said, working out of that one-track minded mentality. So come time for my senior year, I mean, I was Mr. Xavier, I was the Bruz, I was involved in this, involved in that, had the YouTube going, music, performing, dating, just all these different things that I was enjoying life, but also still taking care of business, but I was more balanced. Whereas freshman year, really that first semester of freshman year, I was just super, you know, still COVID a little bit, so I was rocking the mask on campus and was just going to class. I wasn't really getting involved. I wasn't really socializing like I could have. So I think that's what I would tell myself, is to enjoy the journey. We're not going to wait till we become doctors to enjoy life. No, I enjoy life right now. Still going to study and take care of business, but after that, still going to enjoy life. So I make time for whether it's dating, whether it's music, whether it's working out, whether it's YouTube, whether it's hanging out with friends and family, whether it's just watching some sports, watching some shows, watching Netflix or whatever it is. I'm going to enjoy the journey now, and I'm going to appreciate every moment and keep God first and just enjoy life. So that'll do it for the video. You know what I'm saying?
I do got one more.
Oh, yeah,
question.
One more thing. One more. Yeah, let's do it.
Not to mess up the script, man.
Man,
but,
it's all good. We live.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So I mentioned something about, like, you know, being comfortable in your skin, right? And, you know, a lot of Southern people have accents. You know, they talk a certain way, right? So with you, you know, you got a heavy accent. And I know, like, if you go somewhere you got a heavy accent or you talk a certain way, people may like discriminate towards you or like look at you a certain way. But obviously, you know, you're more than capable, right? So like, have you ever experienced that, like on your way growing up, and like, how did you deal with that?
Yeah, I think one thing that I have experienced is filler words. Not necessarily the way I say words, but sometimes I have a tendency sometimes to use a lot of filler words. So like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you feel me? And stuff like just filler words. So, but one thing I've done to deal with that is to just embrace it. And not shy away from it, but embrace it. Okay, here are some areas in which I can improve. So instead of taking it as a negative, I take it as, okay, this is an area of improvement. It's not a weakness. It's an area of improvement. And once I improve in that area, and I combine that with I'm already strong in these areas, that's just going to make me better. And so I take it as an area of improvement, and I don't dim my light. I be myself. I am myself. I am who I am. God made me this way. And I think changing who you are to appease others is not what we're here to do. I'm here to please God. I'm here to serve people, serve people's needs, but please God. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm serving people in need who I can be of assistance to, but I'm not here to please somebody. Somebody's opinion of me doesn't validate or invalidate who I am or who I believe I am. So whether, Chamberlain, you talk this, you talk that way, once again, I don't take it as a negative. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be confident and comfortable in my skin, but I'm also going to take feedback that's constructive and apply it to be better. So I've worked on the filler words in particular. I've definitely honed in on trying to eliminate that out of my speech. And it's been a journey. It will be a journey, but I know that I have improved and I will continue to improve, and will enjoy the journey as I do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man. I think it's definitely important to like be comfortable in your skin. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is different. You know what I mean? Everybody, you're not gonna go somewhere and everybody's the same way. You know, that's just not real. So like, however you are, however you look, any imperfections that you think you may have, any insecurities, I mean, it's fine, because the next person has it as well. You know what I mean? So I know it's a lot of people dealing with some stuff, you know, people in my family, you know, friends, but like, you just gotta be comfortable, you know, with what you're doing. Because when you surround yourself with the right people, you know what I mean, everybody they just trying to progress. You know what I mean? They're not gonna say, this person look like this, so I can't talk to him, or, I mean, nah, bro. Like, we all trying to, we trying to get somewhere. So, you know, I think it's definitely important, man. So, Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And who you hang around?
Yeah.
Like, there's a saying, misery loves company.
Yeah.
So people who are miserable, guess how they try to make everybody around them feel?
Mm-hmm.
They try to make them feel miserable. But like you said, you hang around people that are positive. They're not looking to talk down on people. They're looking to build and uplift.
Right.
And like you said, we're all different, but that's what makes us us. No one on this planet has your fingerprint. You are one of one. Walk like it, talk like it, know it, and you are created by God. So understand that you're here for a reason. You're made and created for a purpose, and you have an assignment. Go and fulfill that assignment and do it as only you can do it. And stay true to it. Yeah. Yes, we'll catch you on the next video.
Yes, sir.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see next. We'll catch you on the next one.